Welcome back, Cancer. It's your turn now. So we're about to get into it. This is our water sign of what is it? Water sign of the day? Yes, it is. And then after that, we got Gemini. Okay, so you guys stick around. So Cancer, as you guys know, welcome back to Rika Knows. We're about to do talk about what's going on with you in the ethers as a soul. Then we're gonna bring it down to physical, and then of course we're gonna leave you guys with some advice. So I should only need about maybe 20 minutes of your time. If we get into love, then we will. But I'm not planning to get into love today. So you guys just, if you want a personal reading because you have a specific question, then you guys have everything you need to know in the description box. And that's that. So go ahead and like if it resonates with you. All right, Cancer. So what I want to talk about is the cards that came out for you. I got lightning and I got summer. Now, do you see how one of these is really plain and the other one's like really colorful? So, Cancer, this is the energy that I have for you, right? And then at the bottom of the deck, of course, I do want to share that as well, is the mystical sister. All right. So, Cancer, immediately, what I want to talk to you about is the fact that it seems as if right now you're a bit in two head spaces, right? So you have the dull side, which feels like everything you want is already completed, and like it's almost like being in a clean slate, right? So you're an artist and you're about to draw something, and you have your canvas, and so when you buy the canvas, it doesn't come with anything on it. It's a white. So technically, it's a clean slate, right? You don't need to add anything to it if you don't want to. It's up to your choice. Now, we have this other side of you that's also very colorful. So there's the side of you that's like, oh, I gotta paint this canvas. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so amazing. And then you get there with your paintbrush, and what do you draw? Do you splat water or water? Do you splat paint on it, or do you do some nice lines, or do you start making a shape? Cancer, I feel like that's where you're stuck at right now. It's like life is giving you a clean slate, and for whoever I'm talking to, it's like maybe it's a new slate or a slate that you already had before, but you realize that you have like empty space on it. But either way, you don't know what to put in that empty space. It's kind of just like, this moment of feeling like, wow, everything could actually be just right. But how do I make it better? Or if not better, but like, what do I do next, right? And so I feel like, Cancer, this is like kind of where you're stuck at right now as a soul. It's like having all this creative energy and being able to do whatever it is that you decide that you want to do, but also having no idea where to start. So I feel like this is where we're going to be talking about today. One thing that was mentioned when I kind of sat in your energy for a little bit, I noticed that it was kind of saying that there's a need here to kind of like reach out to your soul family. I feel like if it's not a soul family in the physical, you might have someone who has passed away who is also trying to get in touch with you. But it seems like it's a little bit hard for them to get in touch with you because even when you hear them, you kind of like you almost even know who this person is, right? You know who this person is that's reaching out to you like in the ethers. But it's like whenever you hear them, it's like you almost like can't believe that they want to talk to you. Like, yeah, they want to talk to you. Like, you're the artist. So it's like kind of having to remember who you are and kind of getting through that crack. I don't know what's going on, but every time I try to do a reading, I'm just like yawning all through it, and I'm actually pretty energetic. So Cancer, I don't know, like maybe your spirit guys are kind of getting bored with you at this time because it's like, you have all this ability, and maybe some of you are really into like fire, or like maybe you could like do art with fire, or fire could be important here for you or whatever. But the whole point is that, or you could be in California, but the whole point here is that you need to do something, get up and do something new, start a new commitment with the universe because alchemic wedding is here. So they definitely are asking you to learn how to combine your colorful side with your not so colorful side, because then that's where you're going to create something completely brand new. And spirit is really excited for that for you, because right now it's like either you're hot or you're cold. And I feel like Mercury could have a lot to do with this, because Mercury was really about your communication and kind of like getting through those parts of yourself that maybe you don't feel like other people were prepared for. And I feel like that caused you to become a little bit more calculated about how you want to approach other people or bring up conversations. But truthfully, you can't allow your colorful side to be locked up anymore, right? Because I mean, it's not going nowhere well for you right now. Okay, spirit is just like really bored. You're just like a person who's living life at this time, but not to your best abilities because you don't want to rock the cradle or you don't want to add a splash of color and everybody be like upset. But go ahead and piss some people off because why not? So we have Earth's Heart and we also have Earth's Splendor and Copper. Yeah, like literally spirit guides are just showing you that you have so many wonderful things within you that are needing to be expressed on a soul level, and because you are avoiding it or kind of just thinking that things are good how it is, then you're completely missing that step, right? So go ahead and add some color to your life. If you maybe you're planning on doing something that most people would be like, what? But like you need to because this is your thing. This is what you add to the world. And even though things might seem like it's already going well, it's like you can even be better, Cancer. But let's get more into it. Let's bring it down to the physical because I could stay here and talk about your soul level all day long. Right now, your soul is just screaming to like pick a side, and I don't think it wants to be boring either. So I don't think you're going to be staying in this light that makes people feel as if everything is taken care of and you're happy and safe. When really you don't want to be happy and safe. You want to yell. You want to spread your wings, you want to shelter other people, you want to show other people the fun time, like, and that's okay, but just like accept that, Cancer. So what do we have going on in the physical? Thank you so much for our Cancers. If you could clarify this, break it down, break it down. Sorry guys, I'm looking around because it smells like Japanese noodles right now. All right, so we have the Empress, we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Eight of Wands, and we have the Nine of Wands. Guys, this is so much about you being in your creative energy. Someone has to communicate to someone that something is over and that they're ready to start something new. Because I think this something new is like something that's wish fulfillment for you. It could be like something simple like, oh, you want to be with somebody, and then like everybody's telling you like, oh no, don't be with that person. And so like you're trying to make your family happy. You're like, okay, well I won't be with them, but the truth is like that's the only place that you want to be. Like that's where you're passionate about. That's where your desires are. But let's take it a step further. Let's say you end up with this person. Well, what does your life look like with them? Like, what do you plan on doing? Do you plan on working all the time? Do you plan on traveling? Do you plan on whatever it is that you plan on doing when you make whatever step this is, whether it's like you moving or like you becoming back with someone or just joining forces with whatever this is? What does life look like once you have that goal? Because I feel like that's where Cancer, you are having the issue. It's like, okay, so boom, I have these desires, but I don't go after them because, other people are watching. But if I had those desires, then I would take certain steps and I would move differently. Like, it could be like, oh, okay, well, when I get with such and such, I'm going to start working out and I'm going to be ready for our baby. So then you want to go baby shopping. Like, or maybe you might want to buy matching vehicles. I don't know, whoever this is, you have a little bit of like expensive taste, which is awesome, but this plain life that you're living right now is not going to give you the desires that you want. So it's like, okay, so boom, you want to have matching cars with you and your partner. Well, how much do you have to save aside for that, or how much work do you have to do, or is the job that you're living right now fulfilling you to get to that next goal? Because if not, then you need to start you living intentionally for that, whatever that is at this time then. So I have here that you are currently being given this new opportunity, this new slate. They're asking for you to take this leap of faith, but you're trying to figure out how is it going to look and if you're going to be emotionally satisfied, but you're so burdened down by wanting to hide this new beginning from other people that you're not even able to take the next steps that you want to. And so it seems like you're just like stuck in that you almost don't even have a new beginning because you feel tied up. But that's just your emotions, and once you're able to let go of the emotional strain and the emotional weight of other people, you're about to really live a way more happy, healthy life. Healthy is big here because I keep hearing exercise, exercise, exercise. So some of you, Cancer, whoever I'm talking to, needs to exercise and kind of like let go. It's funny, but boxing might be important here because I'm seeing a kangaroo, and kangaroos, they box or whatever the case is. And then I also have like reading. Somebody might be into reading, and maybe like going to a zoo or something like that would be also interesting for you. Just something to get you out of there. It will also do you really good to spend time in nature right now because you're so creative. Maybe then that'll help you to understand what goals you have. What I heard when I said what goals you have, the fire was just like going crazy, which makes me think of like when someone's writing and they're like writing so fast that they're just like going through every side of like the paper. So writing could be important too while you're out in nature. Whatever it is to make you figure out whatever goals it is that you are needing to or wanting to have, that's what you need to take. Let's go ahead and clarify what this Empress is doing. What's the Empress doing? Okay, so the Empress is not being creative right now. They're not being patient. They're also not allowing themselves to really be balanced because I feel like whatever this is right now, you're like upside down. You're in and out. Whether or not you want to be in the area that you're in, or whether or not what you're pouring into is making you happy because some type of message you've been waiting to hear about from someone has not came, and because of that it makes you undecided about what next choice you have. Well, why are you waiting on somebody else to give you a message? You're the Empress. Make it happen. If you need something to happen for you, just make it happen. You don't sit around asking nobody else to do anything for you because whoever you're waiting on a message from is not the person. You need to move on from them because at the end of the day, you keep finding yourself looking back or wanting things to work or feeling burdened down. And Spirit really wants you to take a leap of faith and just go forward and cut this person off because it looks like whenever you cut this person off, you're going to get a King of Pentacles. A King of Pentacles got money. And then whatever you're struggling with now, because it seems like finances could be an issue because you have one side that feels like you're barren and the other side that feels like you're full of life. This could also deal with pregnancy as well, where this person that you're with, you guys are not having children together because this King of Pentacles is about to come into your life once you decide to be yourself, is going to give you that abundant life where your body actually feels comfortable to have a child because I guess whatever so the mental is really what controls a lot of our body, right? So you are dealing with somebody who you know intentionally like you would not like things are not going anywhere, right? This could be a job. Like you ever been at a job you're not getting the money you want. But anyway, your mind is telling you that something's not going to happen with this person. And because you haven't sat down and wrote it down, you haven't even had that honest level with yourself yet to realize that this person is not where you need to be. Because there's somebody here who's coming who's going to give you an environment that makes you feel abundant and makes you ready to do something new. Not saying that you have to wait on someone, Cancer. I'm just saying that whoever it is, or it could be like you're having a decision between dealing with two people. Like, okay, one of them's really boring and the other one's really colorful. But whatever it is, only you know. The whole point is whatever it is, know that you've been working on that's no longer working for you. Let it go because at the end of the day, it's not making you happy and it's making you look a little crazy. Really, Page of Pentacles, yeah, it's like breadcrumbs. Okay, you could get a King of Pentacles who has a big pentacle, or you can get a Page of Cups who got like something small. Like, yeah, okay, it might buy you lunch tonight, but what about the next 3 years? I feel like somebody needs to think about longevity and long term relationships as opposed to like what they've been doing right now, which is short term. So we have someone here with the Magician. You've been manifesting stability and kind of like looking back at all the people who said that they were coming and said that they were going to be on their way or were developing something. It could be someone who you're planning on moving in with, but like you've been waiting on them to like kind of want to join you or be with you, and Spirit is saying like it shouldn't take all that. You shouldn't have to baby someone and hold their hand for them to do something that should be beneficial for both of you. If you realize that the situation that you're asking someone to join you in is not beneficial for both of you, then you can guarantee that this person is not going to come because they also need to have some type of goal fulfilled to be able to hang out. What is this communication that's coming in for our Cancers? I'm hearing I might have just told you what that communication was. Mm-hmm. The other communication that you could be having is commitment. What? Yeah, this person is scared to make this change. You could be asking somebody to move with you right now or like change the area of where they're at, or maybe somebody is needing to try something new, or maybe you need to try something new with a new relationship. Either way, you're scared, right? But that's communication that you can expect, is that this person is scared because they're used to the people that they've been around. They're used to their family and home settings, and moving just doesn't seem right for them. Every time that they close their eyes or they try to make peace with it, it's like when they're asleep and when they're silent is when they get the most hectic about it, because it's like, damn, like I really want to move here with this Cancer, but at the same time, like, I'm just thinking about all the times that we might have done something that might have failed. This person could also be looking at your successes at this time right now and kind of feeling as if like you're not really doing well for yourself either, so they don't want to like, even though I feel like Cancer, you're trying to get that person to like help you and kind of like help themselves. It seems like this person is feeling like you can't help yourself, so they don't want to be around. So it's like you're needing to kind of just be more positive about how you make the situation look for yourself really first, because you might not even need this person. Look at this. So this is two people that are about to join together and in this agreement, right? I see the cat. Cat makes me feel like it's a playful energy. So it could be someone who's a friend. I don't feel like this is like a platonic. This is a platonic relationship. I don't feel like this is a sexual relationship. This is someone who is planning on wanting, you want them to move with you, but you're needing to like kind of like, it's like playing chess. You see the checkerboard at the bottom right there. So I feel like this right here is like kind of like you're playing chess with your words, and this person is too, because like you guys both want equally for the other one to do well. However, it's like this need to embrace that, you know what, I'm not perfect and I'm over here trying to start on my own, and I can't watch out for you while you're doing this, but I also have this new beginning. And this person like is like, oh damn, like that sounds good. You see how like unenthusiastic I am about what that other person has to say? Like, just let it go. It's not supposed to be them. What else do you have for this Nine of Wands? This is where you learn how to set up your boundaries, right? On the same checkerboard, you're going to switch it up on them because of what the fuck? What do you have to say for Cancer for this Nine of Wands? Excuse me, I burped. King of Swords, Justice, and then we have the Three of Swords. So, Cancer, I wish I had better news for you right now, but when you tell this person the truth, it is going to be justice for you. Yeah, it's definitely going to be the right thing. This cat is right here just staring at me. You're so cute, baby. But when you tell this person the truth, it's going to hurt their feelings. It is. But the truth is going to set you free. See it? Justice and the Three of Swords. King of Swords being when you have to tell them the truth. Like, when you finally make up your mind about what you realize about the situation, it's gonna hurt their feelings, because I feel like whoever this was, they've been stuck in indecision for a while now. They've been a little bit juggling. They've been undecided about what it is that they should do. But for what I'm understanding here is that it's time for you to move on from this person anyway, because whenever you talk to them, it's like they always have what? Hold on. I'm learning. They always have a lot of emotions. But this person is real loyal though with the dogs. This person is so loyal to you, like for real, for real. But it seems like they bring a lot of Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is like action, which makes me feel like they come with a lot of like a to-do list, or they come with a lot of like things that they need to work on themselves. So it's like you can't babysit this person, Cancer. Okay? Period. You can't babysit this person. You gotta break the truth to them. You gotta tell them the truth. You gotta hurt their feelings a little bit. It's probably gonna hurt your feelings a little bit too. You might have a moment where everybody like walks away because there's a little bit of a tower when you say what's on your mind with this truth. Look, Eight of Cups, Tower, Ace of Swords. The truth is gonna set you free, send you in a whole nother direction though, and it's gonna be shocking to this other person because they really thought that maybe they had you in the bag. Because this person, like, even though they don't feel like you're somebody that they want to come move with or whatever the case is, it's kind of like they feel like as if your relationship is easy for them because they don't have to give much to it because you don't require much, Cancer. So maybe it might be time for you to raise the bar about how much you ask people for, because they're definitely looking at you trying to figure out like what's the best way to approach you so that they can have the stability. But this person wants stability without working hard for it because they want you to have the stability, and they kind of just like join after. Lame, if you ask me, because you don't deserve that, Cancer. It seems like you are somebody who has all this ability, and it's like you kind of like keep yourself to yourself because you don't want people to recognize how deep you feel for things. But shit, if you feeling like that, you need to tell them because they don't give a fuck. They don't. All right, let's see what else. What is the advice for our Cancers? It is 19 minutes. I'm doing pretty well with these. Cancer, partnership is here, and savings. All right, so allow supportive relationships into your personal life. You're receiving help from heaven and someone who has the skills and resources. So, Cancer, obviously, I've been telling you about leaving this person alone. If we're not getting rid of a person, we're getting rid of an old habit in your mind that tells you that you shouldn't combine with people or that partnership isn't good for you. But if you were to save money as well as the space for this person, you'll be able to manifest it, right? Something here about keeping your eyes on the prize. This is probably why you need to sit down and walk and figure out what it is that you want. Moonlighting is also here, so some of you could be studying a new career. Spirit is saying to continue to do both the career that is your 9 to 5 and then also your dream career, because it will end up evening out eventually, as long as you continue to stay positive and have faith and be optimistic. So you are being funded the things that you need. Savings is here twice though, so if you're in a position that you're partnering with somebody so that you could save something, whether it be a company or money, then Spirit is encouraging it. But just know that you and this person need to have that talk, because they're probably going to say something to you that's going to hurt your feelings a little bit, but maybe it's something that you need to know. What can you say for our Cancers before we leave? You are the blessing. It says, you are a blessed soul and a blessing to this world and others. In giving, you also receive. For life is the ebb and flow of love and blessings. We are all of a single essence and one in spirit. To give is to bless both yourself and others. Then we also have, your feelings are surfacing in order to be healed. Have faith and know that you are safe. Trust the current waves of emotion shall become a sea of tranquility full of love and blessings. Cancer, I can't tell you enough over and over again. Welcome to Rika Knows, and I hope that this really resonated with you. And until next time, peace.